How can Manda Hadley help a business or individual facing allegations of money laundering?
Before a business or individuals try to defend money laundering allegations, it's really important to understand the underlying principles of the legislation, principally the Proceeds of Crime Act 2002 and associated regulations. It's a very complex piece of legislation and cases are usually dealt with in a Crown Court. Money laundering is the acquisition, transfer, concealment or disguising of any property that has its origins in a criminal offence. It also includes aiding or abetting such transfers, and offences affect not only businesses but also individuals. The offences are broken down into knowing, suspecting, or even that you should have had suspected that an item represents benefit from criminal conduct. The prosecutions can also rely on circumstantial evidence from which a jury can draw an inference that you had the necessary knowledge or suspicion. Our defence team can help by giving the necessary advice at the police station, during the initial investigation, examination of the prosecution evidence, preparing your defence to the allegations at court, and dealing with any subsequent Proceeds of Crime Act proceedings to recover money or property from you. It's a very specialist area of law, so taking advice from a solicitor is essential.
What advice or support is available to estate agents, conveyancers or mortgage advisors accused of mortgage fraud?
People who work in the housing market can unfortunately find themselves charged with other fellow professionals in a conveyancing chain where it's alleged that a conspiracy exists. This might occur, for example, by being untruthful on behalf of a mortgage applicant, or by selling properties at prices that are far below market value to purchasers who have paid cash incentives to the agent to secure the purchase. To be representative effectively, it helps to use a firm like Manda Hadley with an extensive conveyancing background to understand all of the issues in the conveyancing chain, and to be represented by a lawyer who has experience in understanding what lines of inquiry the police will pursue. A lawyer who has successfully defended these types of allegations before. At Manda Hadley, we have an experienced defence team who can advise and assist you at police station interviews, examine the prosecution evidence and prepare the case for what can often be complex court proceedings.
What is carousel fraud, and what will an investigation into such frauds typically involve?
These are offences that hit the headlines recently in the UK and are alleged to have cost the UK billions of pounds each year. They are in essence allegations where an individual, or often a company, avoids the payment of value-added tax to Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. If you have questions about such allegations, it's important to realise that specialist investigators will have access to detailed financial information such as bank records and information from Companies House. So it's important to provide a robust defence at your first opportunity. Interviews are usually lengthy due to the amount of information produced, and often you can find yourself under investigation for months before a decision to proceed or hopefully not to proceed is made. Again, representation by a solicitor both at the investigation stage and at court is essential. There are guides and further information about defending fraud allegations on our website, or please call me or one of my colleagues and we'll be pleased to help.